So now that you have achieved some dreams, I know you've always got new goals
Oh, yeah.
and you're always working toward new books. But now that you've had some success, what is it that you love most about being a middle grade author? What have you found most satisfying?
I love author visits, and going into schools is actually something, it's funny because as a teacher, that was in my wheelhouse, right? I'm used to talking to large groups of kids. I was a very good teacher. I can pump up an audience and keep their attention. So it's really fun to go in and do author visits because it's almost like the author, or, the teacher equivalent of being a grandparent. You know how grandparents get to come in and they rile everybody up and then they peace out at bedtime? That's kind of like what an author visit is. It's like being a teacher. You get to come in, get everyone excited about reading and writing, and then you don't have to grade anybody's essays and you get to go home. And it's really been fun. I love that. I love getting to talk to kids about being an author. I still remember the first time I met a live in the flesh author. I won the Young Authors Award in 5th grade, and I got to go to that event. And I remember sitting there going wow, you can actually do this. This is something that people do. And I think it's important that kids get to see real live authors and see people doing it, because otherwise it just seems like this far off thing. They think all authors are, old and dead. So it's one of my favorite things about being an author is getting to talk to kids and talk about, writing and dream chasing and all that.
So if you were to give some of our viewers who are no doubt authors or aspiring authors some tips on how to plan a successful school visit, what makes a successful school visit, what would you tell them?
It's funny, I actually wrote a guest post for your blog about how to present to middle schoolers because they are a different bunch, let me tell you.
I know it was a leading question.
Yes.
And that post is available at middlegradeninja.com. Continue.
So one of the best things to do is get in contact with your media specialist. They're the ones who usually have the funds for the visit, who organize the visit. If you get a great media specialist who's on your side and is going to go the extra mile to make your visit go well, that's the very first step. So pre-orders, as far as getting your book sold to the kids that day. So when I get there, they already have a book purchased. I get to sign it. They get to walk away with something tangible from the visit is great. Any kind of preparation they can do before you get there so you're not coming in cold and they don't know who you are, what you wrote. So the best visits by far are the visits where the media specialist has given a copy of the book to the teachers that are coming. The teachers read a chapter or two. The kids come in pumped to meet you. They have all the questions. I just had an awesome visit last week, and they had listened to both books before I even got there. So they had a billion questions for me. They were really into it. They loved hearing the backstory of how the books were created. And I've done author visits for free. And some of them have gone really well, but I think you always want to have some kind of stake in it, because the few visits that I've done for free, a lot of times you walk in and they're not prepared, no one knows who you are, there's nothing invested in it to make it a good visit for them. So even if it's just something small like $10, so then they actually put the time into making your visit go well. I always like to have visual aids, especially for kids. You want to have something for them to look at besides you. I use a PowerPoint, and it's not like I'm going through and clicking through a PowerPoint. It's usually a big picture of a dinosaur when I'm talking about that dinosaur. I have little model dinosaurs that I use. For a float, I bring this guy with. Okay.
This just
in the book. So you always want to bring some kind of visual aids, some props. Especially the younger your group is, the less their attention span will stay with you if you don't have something visual for them to see.
Just reminded me I needed to bring up my Edge of Extinction, official Edge of Extinction T-Rex. It's pretty amazing.
And I give those away at author visits. I have some dinosaur trivia I do at the end of the presentation, and the kids can win one. And I always think they're easy trivia questions, but a lot of kids get stumped, so it's always fun.